You know, it's always lovely when they can actually sing their songs live, right? Right? That's how you know you're a true artist. Now, once again,
Yeah.
welcome to the AT&T Thanks Sound Studio.
Thank you.
Eric Bellinger finally back in the Bay.
Yes, back. I
How
love
you
it.
been, bruh?
It's been a journey. Soon as I leave here, I just hit the ground running every time. Then I
Right.
get back, and I'm like, all right, can we relax a little bit? Nah, we got to hit the ground running,
You're
fool. You
always
know that.
moving, always
Yeah,
doing something.
yeah.
Now, let's talk about the Rebirth 2, new album.
New album, Rebirth 2, 32 discs. I mean, double disc, 32 songs. It's the magic.
Now, I just learned something new downstairs, that it's actual a virtual
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, so the whole project we actually released in virtual reality. We got the goggles, we got the 3D, we got the 360. We got two complete worlds for you to listen to the music in since it's a double disc. First disc is one whole different world. Second disc is a totally different world.
Wow.
Just to actually get you to listen and watch at the same time.
It's a full experience then.
Exactly.
Bro, that's like next level 2040 type shit right there. You know what I mean?
Man, had to. You got to think next level. You always got to think big. For me, I'm always trying to like, what's next? What's nobody doing? I want to try to do that.
You always thinking
Period.
5, 10 steps ahead.
Got to do it. Got to do it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I definitely listened to that album, and I was like, you know, there's going to be a couple of babies made to this. It's one of those albums you just play and go in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what made you want to do 32 songs on this track? On the
So
album?
basically with this project, the Rebirth 2, since it's the Rebirth 2, it was the 5-year anniversary of my first project, the Rebirth 1. That joint was the same exact format, same formula, 16 songs on first disc, 16 on the second one. And with the success of that one, I knew that the people that had been paying attention, that been rocking with me, was going to expect nothing less than that. So I had to just come with the same format.
I appreciate that because I don't
Yeah,
really like when
yeah.
people switch up the formula too much. You know what I mean?
like-
I like you for what I like you.
Yeah,
know
don't
what I
be,
mean?
yeah,
You
period.
can play a little bit, but you know we need an album of what we want. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
So you know we got to talk about Type of Way.
Yeah.
I know you worked with Chris Brown previously.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that you actually written a couple of his hit songs.
Yeah.
And then you got him on your album, Leaving
Yeah.
with Type of Way. How did
Yeah.
that come together?
Man, just natural, real organic. You know, of course, working with Chris for so long and also being a fan of Chris, I've been always winning that. Like, man, all right, one day, you know what I'm saying, we gonna hop on my song, right? You know, but I just chill, you know what I mean? Just kept working. And, you know, when it came around to this album, we was working on Indigo, it was one of them late nights. He was like, yo, man, what's up? When you gonna let me hop on one of your joints, man? I was like, say less, man, say less. What you doing tomorrow? You know, and it was as easy as that. You know, he was just like, man, come through, you know, let's get it. And, you know.
Did you already
simple
have
as that.
something in mind that you wanted for him?
I did.
Like you was sitting on
I
it?
did. I was like, yo, peep this, check it out. It was a different song. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. I like that. I like that. And it was funny because it was the song Type of Way. It was actually supposed to be for his album, right?
Wow.
So I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, man, this is a good song.
I wanted to
And
keep
for
it-
me, I'm normally on the writing side, you know, so it was
Yeah.
like, that's never really happened that somebody just blessed me. So, you know, I felt like that's one of the signs that let me know that for sure God wanted this to happen right now.
Right.
I'm
And the
not
video
usually
for that
like-
was
yeah.
fire too.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's one thing that I do appreciate about Chris, that he definitely works with a lot of different people and he shows
Yeah.
up for the videos.
Exactly. And
You
he
know
hit
what I
me
mean?
too for the video. It was another thing because, you know, I know what his schedule, he worked on his album at the same time touring. I was like, all right, I'm going to try to get the video, but when am I going to hit him about it? He was like, what's up? When we shooting the video? I was like,
Yeah.
my nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I love you, bruh.
Literally that simple. So it was dope. He was like, okay, these days work. Boom, these days work. You know what I mean? Boom.
You know why Eric gets that type of good energy though? Because he always gives the same energy. 10 years ago when I first met Eric, this is the same dude. Ain't never changed.
Yeah.
And I
straight
think
up.
that's probably a part of the reason why I was surprised, but I wasn't when I saw Nipsey was on your album too.
Right.
How did that come about?
That one was serious, man. That one was something that I had been working, you know, on for a long time. That song is 5 years old. Like, that's
Wow.
the oldest song on the album. And it's crazy because it still feels so good. It's like, okay, that's how you know it's a classic, you know?
Yeah.
We originally was working on that song for Nipsey's album, and we didn't ever finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Neiman actually and was like, yo, man, tell E to still finish the song. So I was like, all right, cool. Went in on it. After I finished it, ran into him at a random studio session, was like, hey, what's good? Like, yo, so remember that joint? I finished it. I was like, he was like, send it to me. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm going to check it out. Boom.
Yeah.
Next time I seen him, he was like, yo, that joint, whatever you want to do, it's all you, man. You killed it. I don't want to do nothing on it.
That's dope.
It's all yours. I was like, wow.
That's crazy. Well, I definitely see that you had a couple of features on there. I like the track with Jeremiah as well. That was a mood.
Shadows in the Dark. That's a super vibe, man. Shout out to everybody that just love R&B music, you know, because when I see them type of responses, like in the comments or at the shows, you know, I am grounded in the response as far as like when I'm in the studio creating, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. I know they still want to hear some slow songs, but even though the focus is normally up tempos, you know, you want to get on the radio, you want to get in the clubs, but I know that my supporters is going to always support that R&B, so I keep it coming.
Well, I did want to ask you, because you obviously are successful in writing and in doing your own music as well. Which bag is bigger for you? See? I mean,
know what?
He's written for some like heavyweights from Justin Timberlake. Come on.
When the writing thing, it opened up so many doors, and for me, that was my cosign.
Right.
You know, a lot of other artists have artist cosigns like, yo, he hard. You know, we can name everybody, and we gonna have that cosign right there. But I didn't necessarily have that, so the writing really was just served as the cosign for me, because with those songs, as a songwriter, you got to understand the way that writers are paid out anyway, with mechanical royalties and everything coming on the back end. So it's like, we writing all these songs like, yeah, you just wrote that, Usher, let me see. Damn, you probably got a bag, huh? Like, nah.
They come like a year later.
Yeah, it come way later. So really for my artistry, once I took that serious and started saying like, nah, we putting our own albums out. We doing our own shows. We doing our own tours. We doing our own headline, everything. I started to garnish just a whole following of people that, you know, created this thing called streams. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different vibe, you know? So now that everything is just great as far as the growth of Eric Bellinger, the brand, I'm able to see so much, because it just comes right to the kid, because it's all independent vibes. And they just be like, hey, shoot, that's your wearing info, fool. And I'll be like, all right, or whatever.
I was going to ask you that, because given that you did start off in the game, I know you were in your own group, and then you started writing. Yeah. Is that the part of the reason why you wanted to go independent?
So the writing, it kind of forced it, you know, like in a way, because when I was writing when I left the group, I was just like, yo, I'm out the group, 2010, I can't do it. Like, I love y'all, but it been some years, and I feel like God got some stuff out there for me. I got to vibe out. And with me saying that and making that decision, I was in a contract that was like, yo, you got to be owe us this still if you make whatever it is. So I was like, all right, let me try to figure out something else to do in the meantime. Yeah. And then the writing was something I just tried out, and then we nailed a couple, and then boom, boom, Chris Brown, boom, Grammy, boom. Was like, all right, let's keep writing for a while.
You see how Grammy, boom, bruh.
So that's why I was just like, I just kept writing for so long. But then it was like, hold on, man, we gotta put some jams out too.
You're like, I can sing too.
I can sing too. I'm watching the Grammys and Billboard Awards, BET Awards. I'm like, man, I could shine.
I could do that.
I could shine, you know. So we just took it serious, you know, and then it really started paying off for sure, more than the writing for me.
Okay, so now are you more focused on your own projects and less
both.
writing?
I started doing both now. So I took a long break from the writing, and now recently I just got back, like maybe a year ago, because I was writing so much for myself that I just gained so many albums. Like now I just got 5 albums just ready. Like, okay.
Damn.
So I just started writing again, and man, Chris Brown album, I got 4 songs in there. Tiana Taylor new single with How You Want It, did that. Wale, Jeremiah did that. So I sprinkled, you know, the writing as well. Now I'm doing both. So now it's like it's a threat. You know?
Busy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's mad busy.
It's crazy.
So what do you have planned coming now that the Rebirth 2 is out? Yeah. What are you planning for the rest of the year?
Got a couple albums. So those albums that we just got them ready. So we're gonna probably drop like 2 more, hit a tour at the end of the year. I'm trying to drop a new album next month, you know. I know. We giving type away some time. So make sure y'all, you feel me?
A whole 30 days.
Run, tell that, you feel me? And yeah, man, that's just gonna be the setup. You know, I look at it like the success and the growth rate and the trajectory of Eric Bellinger as a whole after seeing the response from Type of Way. Yeah. it's like, man, all right, cool. We gonna let it keep going, and we just gonna keep hitting them, because at the end of the day, what has made my brand strong and survive and foundation, everything is the songs, the music. That what has been my thing. It hasn't been no gimmicks. It hasn't been nothing other than the fact that people can know they can press play and count on me to deliver some great quality music.
Right.
So we just keep that at the forefront of the bus, and I'm at the caboose just enjoying it, watching the whole play, front row seats.
Well, besides going on tour,
Yeah.
Are you gonna be doing the Platinum Life again? Like, are they bringing it back? What's going on?
She said it was some another network reached out. They think they might be swapping networks or something, but as of now, I'm not sure. But if they gonna be shooting, I'm ready.
He said, "I'm ready."
They're like, "Babe, we need you for a scene today. I didn't want to ask you. I don't know if you're gonna be busy." Oh, time. I think I can make it.
How was that experience for you? Because I know, with the drama and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So were you like?
Different. It was different because I'm definitely somebody that's private, but at the same time, I'm willing to be transparent for the bigger cause.
Yeah.
And I look at it like the actual filming, it was always fun, but seeing the edit was just crazy. Like how they that's crazy how they did that. The story that they told is the story that they wanted to tell.
Yeah.
Regardless if we said everything we wanted to get off, that was just jibber jabber for them. Like, hold on, boom, there you go. That's the sound bite.
That's all we need.
All this positivity right here, it's like that's lost in the wayside. And, I just got to continue to, remember that anytime you're filming, it's like, yo, they're going to get what they want. So you got to make sure you represent yourself in the way that you want to be seen. That's it.
So you would never do like 11 hip hop?
I don't know, because I feel like that one is like aimed towards the negativity. Like if it just happened, it just happened. Like, oh, we got in a fight? That's crazy. Like, on the show,
yeah.
Like, they fight? But that one, they looking for that. You know, that's all they looking for. So I'm just like, man, I'm not that type of entertainer. I'm entertaining, but not that. That's not my lane. I know my lane.
Now, we got your fans out here, and obviously they gave me a couple of
Y'all
questions.
some Eric Bellinger fans? All right. All right, cool.
Somebody wants to know what's the top song you produced as of yet?
Oh, man, that had to be GOAT, man. GOAT, the single that I just
favorite.
performed. That joint went gold, yo, and that's just a big accomplishment, for me and my team.
Why you sounding surprised? That shit was fired.
What? I said surprise? I said it's a big accomplishment. I don't know. Maybe I said surprise, but I was surprised, though. It's like at the end of the day, for me, it's like looking at music. I'm making the music and we doing it on our own. I'm looking at the other artists and the different platforms and the different corporations they have behind them. I'm like, man, I probably need that to go gold. And then guy was like, nah, you don't, you good. And I was like, cool, YFS Gang, Empire Gang, stand up.
So would you say that's your favorite song?
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one, maybe bias-wise, but I don't know. I think my favorite song that I ever written for myself was Reward, which is on the Rebirth 1, and I think that one really just, showcases a wide variety of just explosion, just R&B explosion, from melodies to cadence to bars to the length to musicality. Everything is, man, that's my favorite one.
Okay. And then, do you have any advice for aspiring songwriters?
Yes, man. You got to definitely tap into what makes you great. First of all, you got to find your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? You got to find out why people need a song from you, and otherwise, it's just so many other songwriters out there. Just same with producers. There's so many people making beats. You have to make your songwriting, man, it got to be something about it. For me, I'm just like, cool, I'm going to go with catchy and, vulnerable, and bounce. That's like my vibe. I like to make sure that the songs is just super catchy, man. They got to, but in a way only that I could deliver, only way I could articulate. My melodies is my melodies, my cadences is my cadences, So the same thing for big artists, like when Adele cuts through, or when, Frank Ocean cuts through, or Khalid cuts through, because it's so different and it's so unique. Your songwriting ability needs to be just as equal.
Needs to match that. By the way, congratulations on baby number 2.
Ooh, baby number 2 makes some noise. It's easy.
It's dad life.
2 boys and a family, and it's crazy because I was just an R&B singer out here. You feel me?
You just need 3 more so you can have your own little Jackson 5. You know what I mean?
And then all of a sudden it was like boom. Jackson. It's a Jackson 2.
Jackson 2. You can do it. You gonna let them sing when they get older?
My son, I'm already like, all right, cool, you want to do music. I get it. Because I was like, I low-key be like, all right, move. Nah, move. I'm in here. I'm busy. But then I just see him in the cut, like just playing with the guitar. I'm like, all right, cool. Like
It's coming naturally.
he's doing that on his own. I just didn't want to force it on him or try to be like, you gonna do this because I was doing it.
Yeah.
But he's just naturally evolving towards it. I'm not surprised, but you know, I'm definitely gonna support him and spoil him and give him every single thing he needs. Like, what's that? That's an accordion. What's that? That's a drum set that you only use with your toes. I don't know. It just came out.
So stupid. Do you ever regret not playing basketball though?
Football.
Football, sorry.
You know, I don't regret it. I miss it though. I definitely miss it because it was like my heart, my first love since I was 6 years old. And you know, when I got hurt, that was just like the sign though. Like, yo, fam.
Chill out.
They hitting hard, man. They gonna start hitting harder. Then I seen the Will Smith movie and I was like, deuces, man.
I'm cool. Thanks, Will.
Eli, you cool too. Sorry, bro.
Now the last thing I'm gonna ask you to do, because Alexis Baby is begging for you to sing Imagination right now.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
Damn, girl, come through. Damn, she hit record. Wait. She said.
She's singing that to me.
You was ready? All right, cool. Here we go. Let me get the setup.
She lost her virginity to that track.
Jessica, baby.
Go
Whoa.
ahead.
Girl, come through and let's do what we do in your imagination. When I'm gone, show me how you pretend. How do you bend your knees? How do you arch your back? How do you scream my name when we're in your imagination?
That is why we call him Eric Bellinger.
Hey. Ready.
Thank you again so much for coming through. Cannot wait to see what you do for the rest of 2019, 2020. Yeah. Eric is going to be the next biggest thing out here.
Thank you.
Already is. Don't sleep.
Thank you.
Once again. Any last words you want to say to your peoples one time?
Man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for pressing play. Thank y'all for pulling up to the new parish every time I come out here and all that. You know, and yeah, man, we gonna be at the O2 soon. Holla at me.
There it is. Your girl, Shay Diddy, Eric Bellinger. It's 106 KMEL.